This is where we dig into specific sources, pull out the key stuff, basically give you the insights fast. So today, we're looking at something really practical, a trader's journey, right?
Right. Using an automated system, an EA.
Exactly, the Sniper EA. And they were tackling the FTMO challenge. We're aiming to, understand the process, the hurdles, the actual numbers. Good stuff for you learners out there.
Yeah, it's a great case study because you get a direct look at how a tool like this performs under, well, pretty significant pressure. The FTMO challenge is no walk in the park.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. This trader, they passed the challenge using the Sniper EA from Robot4Trade.com. The target was 10,000 pounds profit, and they finished with 11,001.15, so just over 1,000 pounds profit.
Yeah, 1,001.15 to be exact. And they finished up on Tuesday, November 9th around 10 p.m.
That final day sounds interesting.
It was. So they actually increased their lot size. That's the trade size.
Yeah.
From the usual 0.01 up to 0.03.
Bit aggressive near the end.
Well, yes and no. They could because of something called the equity protector. It's like a safety net FTMO offers sometimes.
Right.
If their losses had hit 450 pounds, they would got a free retry the challenge. So knowing that, they felt they could push it a bit.
Ah, okay. Calculated risk then.
Exactly. And it paid off. Made 117 profit just on that last day.
Nice. So looking at the whole challenge period.
Okay, so they started November 11th, traded for 18 days total.
Which is more than the minimum, right? That's 10 days.
Yep, minimal's 10. So 18 days is fine. Maximum daily loss they hit was 490 tens limit.
Under the 500-pound limit. Good.
Yeah. And total loss overall was only 158 pounds. Well, under the 1,000-pound limit for that.
Okay.
The profit target of 1,000 pounds was met, as we said. So basically, all objectives passed. Just waiting on the final check from FTMO.
You mentioned that equity protector. Did it actually trigger?
It did, yeah. That's a key point. After around 297 trades, it kicked in.
Wow. So what happened then?
It reset the balance, effectively. Back down to 122 times.
No, but they recovered.
They did. They grew the account again from there and obviously went on to pass. It really shows, the recovery potential, but also the risks involved.
And there was another interesting decision, wasn't there, about avoiding a Friday?
Ah, yeah, good point. On a Thursday, they decided to close out some trades. Took a small loss, about $62.
Wow.
To avoid trading the next day, Friday. And it turned out to be a really smart call.
Oh.
Because gold, which they were likely trading, surged later. If they'd held those positions, the losses could have been much bigger.
So human judgment still played a part, even with the EA.
Absolutely. It's not just set and forget. Knowing when not to trade can be just as important.
Let's talk stats for a second. They made a lot of trades.
Oh, yeah. Nearly 1,000. 984 trades in total.
Wow.
Average profit per trade was £2.61. Average loss, a bit higher at £3.52.
Okay. And the win rate?
Pretty high, actually. Almost 74%.
That's strong.
And interesting split between buys and sells. Profit on buys was £671.07. Sells were much lower, £329.45.
Just the market was generally trending up during that period.
Likely, yeah. Bullish conditions probably favored the EA's buy logic.
Oh.
Also, looking at lot sizes,
Yeah.
the 0.07 lot size was the most profitable. But the 0.12 size, least profitable, often linked to drawdowns, apparently.
So bigger isn't always better.
Seems that way here. And importantly, most trades, the vast majority, were done at the base lot size, 0.01. Cautious approach, mostly.
Right, apart from that final push. So what's the next step for this trader?
On to the FTMO verification stage.
How's that different?
Rules are pretty similar, actually. Same loss limits, I believe, but you get double the time, 60 days. And the profit target is halved, only 500 pounds needed.
Okay. Easier target, more time. And are they sticking with the Sniper EA?
Yep, that's the plan. Use the same system for verification.
All right. So wrapping this up, we've seen a pretty detailed look at someone successfully navigating the FTMO challenge with an automated system, the Sniper EA.
Yeah, and it highlights a couple of things. The system performed, clearly. But also strategic decisions, like avoiding that Friday, and understanding the risk tools, like the equity protector, were, well, crucial.
It really shows that blend, doesn't it? Automation and active management.
Exactly. Which leads to sort of a final thought for you listening. How can you apply these ideas? Integrating technology with defined risk limits, like we saw here in trading. How might that apply in other decisions you make? Where's that sweet spot between letting automation work and needing that human judgment? Something to think about.